Reverberation.
For you to join me.
Yeah. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Use the
Oh, were you trying to harmonize?
I was trying to go low. You don't know I'm a singer.
You go. You take the top, and I'll.
I actually think I should go low. I think I'm a baritone. I think I'm an alto.
That's a man. I love you. Maybe you are. We have to find your note to harmonize. We're gonna get it. Let's not do this now. I have anxiety. But though I appreciate you being ready. No, it doesn't take much, but I appreciate you. Your hand, you're like, okay. Every time you sing, that hand gets involved. You got like the Mariah hand. You know how she'd be like,
shout out to Mariah.
Hey, Sheila. What's up? Oh. Long day?
Moment. And I don't know if it's the stars. I don't know if I'm dehydrated. I'm trying to like deflect anything but like mental anguish and breakdown.
Oh.
But I was driving up to New York to see you this weekend. And I was like listening to Brene Brown. And, you know, she's talking her like self-development, inspiration shit. Mm-hmm. And my body got so tight and I got so angry with my response was just like anger and frustration. And I was like, you have low self-esteem. And I feel like I've had this revelation. I've had this revelation that Shanti, you have a low self-esteem. And I don't think that it's something that I don't think it's a theme in my life, but I think it's a moment that I'm having. I feel like I have worked hard, and in some places I haven't worked hard. It's some things have come through luck, through just effortlessness. And now I've plateaued in a lot of ways. And like, in order for me to grow, in order for me to like manage many different areas of my life, it requires, as everyone loves to say, a leveling up, right? But like, I don't think people talk about the baseline of this that fuels people's leveling up, right? Which is like, I can do this. I can level up. I have the skill to do this. And I was listening to my thoughts while I was driving. I was observing, I had like a, out of body experience. I was observing my thoughts while I was listening to this podcast. And they were I was frustrated and angry because they were just such negative thoughts of like, you can't do this. You're not competent enough to do this. This isn't, you're just going to stay where you are. And then my mind went in a million other places of like the domino effect of that. And then I was like, this is shadow work. And then I was angry that I was calling it shadow work because I secretly laugh at motherfuckers that use the word shadow work. And I was like, I'm inadvertently becoming like a hotep. Like, I was like, oh, wow, I'm seeing myself. But there's something really real in like seeing the darker parts of yourself. And now I'm pissed because I can't unknow any of these things. I can't unknow that the baseline of how I'm feeling frustrated in this moment is because I have low self-esteem in some areas. And I wish I didn't know that. Because now I have to be responsible and accountable, and I can't blame everybody. And I can't even believe the lie that I can't do these things because I know that that's not true. And I'm pissed about it. And I'm angry about it, and I'm sad about it. And shout out to everybody that may be in a similar situation of like seeing themselves and doing this dumbass shadow work, because it is so corny. It's corny. I don't recommend it. 2 thumbs down.
Too. That's not true.
It's really hard. And I'm just like having to be patient, having to be kind to myself, and having to like calm myself, because it's a wild, wild west in my mind right now. It is a dark place. It is sinister even. So, how are you?
I cannot believe that you came up here and felt all that and said literally nothing to me.
No,
about that.
It was.
This is mind blowing. I had no fucking idea.
To come up there to be out of my head, because had I gone into that, it would have just been a spiral. Girl, I'm looking at my mirror right now, and there is a print on it that looks like a little small, thick penis.
Shanti Mayer.
So
guys.
I am so sorry. It is just like a little miniature penis.
Can you take a picture of it?
I will take a picture. There's like a very... Anyway.
Rashid was in there putting his dick print on your mirror. Shout out to him. He said, in case you forgot, bitch, every time you look at your stuff, you see me.
I don't know where this came from, but my goodness. It's distracting me. No,
anyway.
Speaking of distraction, it was good that I came there. Because I was driving. I was about to get on the bridge, and then all of a sudden it was like, you have low self-esteem. That was the voice. I was like, you got low self-esteem.
Are you about to get your period? Because I'm about to get mine. In like 10 days, you're not? Because my premenstrual, my stuff, I'm always premenstrual.
I feel like I had my period yesterday.
Mine starts like even 10 to 9 days out, I start to feel it. I don't feel the sadness yet, but the way I ate like a monster today, I was ravenous.
Well, you know what
I think it's coming.
Your PMS, it's when the veil thins. It's when the veil is lifted and all the things that you try to
That's
ignore.
Your true self?
Yeah, all the shit comes up and you're like, oh God. But
it's
preparing
yourself to shed the bullshit.
Yeah, you see all the things. You see all the things, but you shouldn't react to those things in that moment. You should wait till you have your period, and then you'd be like, all right, I do remember I have a fucked up relationship with my dad that is causing me to make poor choices
Are you still seeing your therapist? Serious question.
No. Why? She didn't help me with any of that either.
All right, well, wrong therapist.
No,
we need a headspace.
I don't need therapy
or talk space.
It came to me while I was driving. It was like, you have low self-esteem, and I was like, what? I have to deal with this now. No.
Well, I'm really shocked. I hope that
as am I, because I wasn't expecting that either. I was minding my fucking business.
No, I'm shocked because we had such a great my look on the outline. My first update is we reunited! !
Things can exist at once. You can have low self-esteem.
That's very true. So I hope you tell me how I can support you through that monster inside of you that's telling you bad things.
That's in your voice.
Actually hurt. Yeah, well, we reunited, and I had such a great time. You came in, we were ready to go, and we hit the road. We hit the ground running, Sheila. Guys, I kept Shanti out till about 4:30 in the morning. I could not believe that you were still up, and we didn't even do hood rat stuff. We didn't go to no clubs. We weren't drinking and pissy drunk. We did grown up stuff.
Did we play ping pong?
Yeah.
Was that grown up stuff?
I feel we did sober things that we were present. We were meeting new friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were saved that night. We had chicken wings.
Girl, them chicken wings. Oh my God, I gotta make that reel to show to people. But I've been.
Oh, you do? Where's the reel? Matter of fact, can you make that? Because I don't have a picture to post. I do have a picture to post, but that reel is better.
For sure.
But I had such a great time with you. I really did. You look so cute, and I just felt like you were really comfortable in your skin. So it shocks me.
Severe self-esteem issues in that moment.
Wow, you never know what somebody's dealing with. But the big thing that I want to say is that Shanti and I did an escape room.
You're good.
And we fucking made it out. I said together.
The last 5 minutes.
All things are possible.
Had less than 5
down
minutes
to the
left.
wire. Down to the wire it was.
You said, I go, you go. You go, I go. Oh, this connects to this. Flip it around.
We worked together very well. There were moments where we were like, okay, Antoinette, relax. And there were moments when I was like, no, Shanti, listen. But we were getting it done. We really were. And if the world were ending the way that the escape room said, I think we could figure it out.
We could put some puzzles together.
We can put a puzzle together. I'm glad it wasn't trivia, like we needed to read or nothing.
I'm also glad it's not dependent on black men, because we had somebody there that was not very helpful. And
he was. Stop.
Moral support.
He was helpful. There were certain things that he helped with, but he was more of he observed a little more.
He's like, oh, this is crazy. This is great. This shit is amazing every time.
But there's something to be said about that, because I checked in, because he kept saying how he's like, two black women, they try to figure shit out. They're like, no, nigga, you shut the fuck up. We don't need you. We got it. And I was like, wow, is that the energy that I gave? Because that's interesting, because I feel like I give that energy in life at times when I need to just rely on myself. And I'm like, you get out my way. I got it. And so he said no, but kind of yes. But he also, I thought it was an interesting approach that he took, because he just said, when people get hyped like that, I just go inward, and I don't
go
meet
inward
that.
At the end of apocalypse. You don't go
Apparently
inward.
He does. He was ready to die. So shout out to him. But we had a great time.
Are you eating in front of the mic? Because that's what you shouldn't do anymore. Because it's quite annoying upon listening to our last
hungry
episode.
Though. All right, fine. But I was absolutely exhausted the next day. Y'all, Shanti woke up, and I wanted to choke her. She was so loud on the phone with her little boyfriend on FaceTime, just loud, just kikiing, doing yoga, carrying on. I said, bitch, why are you not asleep? And it's like, this girl has no idea.
Because I have voices like this in my head.
You were so loud in here. I said, I cannot. Because I didn't go to sleep right away. I had to play my new favorite game, which is not Candy Crush. What is it? King some shit. And shout out to the listener who reached out to me and was like, I already spent $20 on this dumbass game because of you. That game is incredible. And so I played it for at least another hour in order to fall asleep.
That's
and
crazy.
You were up bright and early doing the most. But I had such a great time with you. I thank you for coming to visit me. And then we had fun with the Excel sheets the next day.
Girl.
I was turning you out with them formulas, baby.
Whoa, never. That's another thing. Oh my God.
What's another thing?
Learn Excel sheets. It's crazy.
You know what? I have something on my computer I can give you that'll give you. I took a course when I was out of work. I said, what can I do to make myself more, I don't know, what's the word? More
efficient. Not
efficient, when you're trying to be more blank for someone else, for a company, more attractive, maybe? Whatever. Oh, okay. A more attractive candidate.
I can do spreadsheets.
I took an incredible 6-hour course, and it was quite expensive. And what they didn't realize.
That's where you learned all that shit from?
Well, I had known some of it, but there's a lot more to learn, like pivot tables and all that. That'll really turn you out. And I screen recorded the entire thing and have it on my computer and saved to my cloud.
Let me holler at that. Let me pay you some money to set them up for me. How about that?
I'm considering a playful bob. I'm tired of my hair.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm considering
You could do like an asymmetrical, like a longer on one side.
No,
to do the
too
flip.
far. You went too far. I'm just considering something where the rat tail is gone and it's lifted, where there's like a layer, not the same length, but like layered, kind of like messy bob. But also my curls are not loose, so maybe that won't look right. I don't know, but all I know is this hair of mine it's not doing anything. So if you guys or ladies or non-gender conforming folks would like to send me inspiration for a haircut that you feel would work for me and my big ass head with my fine hair, please do. Please DM Antoinette was here, and I would greatly appreciate it. But I gave middle part when we were out, and you were liking it.
Yeah, it looks good. Middle part is good when your hair is best when your hair is straight.
It's straight.
But when you have the curls, your side is king.
My side is best. Okay,
so
middle part is not
curls. Like
maybe I'll get a relaxer.
I'm giving my hair. I think I'm going to give myself like 5 more years with long hair. Then I'm cutting and perming my hair and getting a 90s bob. I'm going to get like a
bob or a pixie.
Oh, I just said the wrong word. A Neil Long, like a 90s
pixie.
Yes. And I'm going to perm my hair.
Wow.
And be woefully regretful. But at least I'll say I did it.
Amen. You only live once, queen.
I was on the Sagittarius tomb.
I also need to enlist help from the Around the Way Curls listeners. I'm having some razor irritation, and not like that, not in the bikini area or anything, literally on my legs. And I'm finding myself scratching so much at night. I'm using the same shea butters. I'm using the same razors. They're not old razors. I don't know what's going on, but it's really bothering me. What'd you say?
Bed bugs, maybe.
No.
Just kidding.
I can't stand you.
How often are you shaving?
That's the thing, is that I don't like hair on my legs. So I shave almost every day.
Well, maybe you should.
But so does my mom. Because when I shave, the hair is right back the next day.
White woman. Get a wax.
That really hurts. On the legs, wax on the legs feels awful.
Give it every other day. Do some science experiments. See how that works.
All right. But if anybody also knows of any, because I was doing this and I tried to support Black people and this shit didn't really work that well.
Oh.
But I was doing laser hair removal. And I think I got to go to the white people because in all honesty, I'm serious. In all honesty, the woman kept saying, well, this machine, because they do it depending on the hue of your skin. Because they specialize in not burning Black women's skin. And then I came up in there as pale as I am.
Doing here?
Right. Well, but she was saying to me, I might need to turn it up or I might need to use a different machine. So she was doing a lot of experimentation. Unfortunately, I was paying real dollars. So I'm thinking that maybe I go to the white people, but I don't want to. Somebody write and help me, please. Help me be a woman.
Maybe they damaged your hair follicles with all their shenanigans.
But if they damage them that bad, why is this shit growing back? Tricky. Anyway, I would really appreciate some help. I'm really serious about this because I don't like how my legs are feeling. And I shave my whole leg, not just the bottom part, like my thigh as well.
Whoa.
I shave everything.
That's the Italian blood in you.
Well, listen, and I am Italian, and that hair comes in. It's straight, but it comes in, baby. Anyway, if you're enjoying this podcast, please join us at the Roots Picnic. To talk more about shadow work, razor bumps, and
disparaging Black businesses and considering going on to more qualified white businesses that deserve our dollars.
We will be at the Roots Picnic in Philly, June 4th. We're going to say it every fucking week until that shit comes. We don't know what to talk about either. So maybe you guys can DM us about that too. What?
I'm going to pass out on that stage.
No, you're not. You are going to show up. And if you pass out, bitch, I will catch you. I guide you.
I'm gonna just be
bring
staring
you
your
back,
eyes.
no, you're not. The funniest part is I know that you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be about to shit on yourself before we walk out, and then you'll be fine because it's gonna be like people that we know and people who like fuck with us. Nobody's going to intentionally.
Nobody's going the idea of strangers. I don't want to see people I know.
People who fuck with us though. Nobody's intentionally coming to the podcast stage with that lineup who don't really want to see us. So whether it's 10 people or 20 people or 200 people, whoever's there fucks with us and wants to hear what we have to say because those musical artists are incredible. Like I'm gonna be mad if I miss certain people because our dumbasses are on stage. So
you just leave.
I'll be like,
oh, what's kids
like,
on?
damn, that show sound real good, y'all. All right,
everybody, be quiet so we can listen.
So anyway, speaking of musical artists who are gonna be there, Alex Isley. She is on my hot shit list. Her album Marigold came out and I was late to the party and I was stalking it. I don't know what happened. Have you listened?
No, please. I'm excited to be
it's lovely.
Actual recipient.
Lovely.
What's her sound like?
You don't know? You know Alex Isley. Oh, this is first of all, this is not the first time I talked about her on here, so you don't listen to what I say. But Alex Isley is incredible. Her sound, she can do a whole lot of vocal acrobatics, but she doesn't. She's super tasteful and like she's capable of doing it. Jazmine loves her. She's actually Ron Isley's niece. And I think she's an incredible writer. There's also a piece, where is it? I didn't read it yet because, reading requires a lot for me, dyslexia. But there's a piece, where is it? When did this man send me this? Called Ultimate Guide to Marigold Flower Meaning and Symbolism. And
I love marigolds.
Oh, this isn't about her thing.
Oh, well.
This is about marigolds in general. No, this is about marigolds in general. Oh, but it's going to help you understand. I just opened.
I thought about marigolds in general. The scientific genealogy of marigolds. Oh, this is about marigold rounds. My bad.
No, marigold meaning and symbolism, the essentials. Marigolds symbolize positive emotions and energy, commonly referred to as the herb of the sun. So that will make more sense when you listen to the album. But I just love her. I think she's such a great artist. I'm really excited to see her live. I hear she's really great live as well. Yeah, you know her. She did like, most people know her from Good and Plenty. And Good and Plenty with Lucky Day. He hopped on the remix. It's like a super sexy song.
I'm excited to listen. I'm going for some new music.
Wild times.
I may know what you're talking about, but I don't know titles of songs.
Some other hot shit. Jared Carmichael's HBO special, Nathaniel, is absolutely
Did you
incredible.
finish it?
I finished it right before we started recording. I told you to watch it. You finished it before me. It is, wow. I don't want to spoil it. Because we can't give it away. But I'm just telling folks, if you fuck with this podcast, then you will absolutely fuck with that special. It is not just a comedy special. It is an offering. It's like you're watching him. I'm sorry, go ahead. You're just watching him process what he's saying in real time and watching people hold space for him in real time and watching him navigate it while also trying to be funny, but being funny intentionally to lighten the mood. It's just so interesting.
It's a masterful display of storytelling, right? Like,
yeah,
the way that something so simple, like sentences like this. He was like, my niece. I love my niece. She looks just like, she's so beautiful. She looks just like my mom. It's just like, for me, that type of shit is just like, oh, there's so many layers to who he is and who these people are to him and what he finds beautiful. And it's just like, yeah, it's just a masterful
hear about their relationship
storytelling. and the power of honesty and how fragile and we're always talking about it, how thick the middle space is of like right and wrong, and like, yeah, of just what truth is, right? Like, it's not just one thing. Or the power of truth, the power of somebody being truthful has the possibility of unlocking keys for so many people just by one person saying one truth. It's like, I have a crush on him. I love him. I love Black feeling, tender, smart, artsy men so much.
Right.
They are top fucking tier.
Top tier.
An honest white guy ain't nothing compared to an honest Black guy, because he's like tender and open, but he's funny and swaggy. Top tier. Top
so
tier.
I don't want to talk a lot about it because I didn't ask you, but I would love for that to be one of the main topics of conversation.
Oh, I would love to.
In addition to the other one that we talked about. So still prepare for that.
Yeah, I'm not, as you can see, I'm not quite ready for that other one, but sure. I will
unpack it in real time. Honesty queen. This other thing that I put, I don't care. I mean, I care. Sorry, that was dismissive. The internet's just going crazy for this Warm Embrace song by Chris Brown. And I just was like, okay, I don't know. Everybody's saying that he has, I don't know.
I don't
that this
like
song
his
is
voice. Like, grow up.
I like his voice. I don't like what he puts on his voice. When he sings live, he can sing. I wouldn't take that away from him. I don't like how they engineer his voice. I'd rather just him and a mic. But apparently Warm Embrace is all that, so whatever. Like, check that out, I guess. Pop culture. Child, I was under attack this week. My raggedy friend, shout out to you. You know who you are. I turned on my phone and just knew people were congratulating me about Jazmine, saying how happy they were, and they weren't. They were sending me this clip of none other than Paula Patton.
Oh gosh, she really dishonored biracial Black women.
She made it so hard for everybody who has a white mom. And she was so sweet with how she offered that raggedy ass fried chicken recipe. Even I knew. Full disclosure, I've never fried a piece of chicken in my entire life.
You haven't?
In my entire life. I've watched Jade do it. Jade has showed me how to fry chicken about 3 times. I've recorded it. I don't have the courage to do it.
Oh my God, I love that for you.
I feel that I'm going to mess it up.
This is content. Yes, we're going to fry chicken on Patreon.
It gives, first of all, there's a couple things. It gives me anxiety because I feel like, wow, this is going to expose me for really who I am. And who I am is that every time I look at that boiling pot of grease, I think to myself, no person should be eating food that goes in that. That's just wrong.
Don't fuck it up for everybody. Shut the fuck up.
I can eat the fried chicken when it's already fried and dry, but looking at it and intentionally dropping it in the grease, knowing.
If you don't be quiet, girl.
I'm telling you, I'm exposing myself.
Macaroni is disgusting when you think about it as well, and you still.
It's disgusting. Every time you make it, I'm like, we're dying, we're killing ourselves. But something about that grease. Also, my mother, my white mother, would never fry grease, and my Black dad, listen to me, never fry grease, would never fry chicken, and my Black dad only really started frying chicken or fish when he remarried a Black woman. I just gotta say, he never did that when we lived together. Like ever coming up, he was like, fry what? You get them baked chicken wings with the delicious. No, my dad's baked chicken wings with the barbecue sauce used to be hitting like, oh.
Well, I had baked tofu, so.
Oh, child.
Fried tofu.
But anyway, discernment is important, and she should have known. She should have known that wasn't it. The way I knew, as soon as she took that piece of chicken and said, the most important part is that you wash it. She dipped that shit in water for 5 minutes, or 5 seconds, and then was done. I said, oh my God, that chicken is not. I knew that chicken wasn't clean. I said, wow. It's getting tricky. And then she just put the chicken in the flour and just put it in the grease and then just said, and then you add your seasoning and dab a little dash of salt.
The seasoning? Why did
she put it in after the chicken went in the grease? She just dabbed a little salt and pepper in the grease.
In the grease? Yo, is she out of her mind? Who recorded that for her?
I don't know. Somebody.
Who edited that? Who put it up online? Who let that happen?
First of all, I am of the thinking. Shout out! I think Paula Patton would be just a pleasure to be around because she seemed high as a fucking kite anytime she says anything. And she got online today and was like, "Hi everybody! Like everybody is telling me that I'm going viral, and I understand it was pretty jarring for some people, but you know that's my mom's favorite and famous chicken recipe. So I know that like other people do it differently, but I'm gonna keep honoring her and like keep writing me, giving me like I love to like experiment in the kitchen, but this will always be near and dear to my heart.
Trust.
Okay, bye." And I said, "Girl, we didn't need that either.
You just made it
keep doing that." I was like,
her
wow.
Her mother is white.
Shout out to Jada Ball J. Shout out to Crystal. Shout out to all the raggedy ass people in my life who their favorite punchline is that I am half white and most likely lacking of certain cultural staples. And that's one of them. And I don't care.
Girl, I bet you could fry. We're going to fry some chicken together.
I bet you I could fry
even
chicken.
Just a culinary. Fuck just being black, the black traditions. Like, you got to salt your meat heavily in order for it to taste good ever. If you baking that motherfucker, it needs to be salted. At least you don't put no fucking...
She didn't put any salt on there. Yeah. She put... You didn't see it? I sent it to you. That's how I know you don't watch what I
did see it. That's why I laughed when you said it. But I think she put so little seasoning in the grease.
She put the seasoning in the grease, girl. She ain't even put it on a chicken. I said, good God.
I would have flipped that hot ass pot of grease over so fast. Get the fuck out of this kitchen.
It was just shocking. I didn't know what to say, but we're doing the best we can for what we got. Shout out to Paula Patton being brave.
Paula. Well, let me catch you on the streets because you are defiling the biracial things.
I want to see Paula on the street. I think she's a good ass time. I really
don't see me while I'm tipsy with Paul on the street. I don't think I could contain myself.
Like, bitch, your chicken wet.
Dry ass chicken.
Yo.
Oh man.
She was like, I actually was making that for my son's class. It was for his school class, and they really enjoyed it. So that's how she was talking on the video. I said, how high is this bitch right now? What the hell?
You're probably healthy as fuck with that healthy ass dozen. That's some healthy chicken. You won't die from that.
It wasn't healthy. It's still.
It was a cooked food. That was like the chicken that they made on the first episode of Atlanta this season.
That was crazy. Where she dipped that chicken in that flour and microwaved it.
That's what she did. That was what it was. It was giving.
No, at least Paula put it in some grease now.
For like 1 minute, probably.
Somebody else was like, and her grease looked burnt. What the fuck?
I'm so happy you brought that up because I forgot about that. I think
they were eating me. And here goes the discrepancy between you and I. The fact that my inbox was flooded with that, and I'm the only person that sent that to you, says so much about colorism.
Rashid actually sent it to me, so he showed it to me.
Oh, of course, Rashid. Rashid had to send it to you, too. Can't just be me. Anyway, let's get to the topic that everybody knows we're going to discuss, the Grammys. So, before we get to it, we just want to congratulate Lucky Day on his win. I would like to congratulate Silk Sonic on their wins. And just the way that they have fun, they look like. Jazmine always says this. She was like, they play all day, but they are so much fun and so sweet. Shout out to the country bull who killed it. What was his name?
Oh my God, Chris something. I was enthralled, mouth open.
I will say that a certain one of our friends definitely reached out to him and was like, I love you. I want to work with you. Can we? And he was like, sure. So I would be hyped for that. Shout out to Lady Gaga.
Oh boy, girl,
that was
all that
shocking.
drama,
and we're gonna keep
like that.
Listen, it was dramatic.
Stood still the whole time, bitch. You should have been sitting down.
I was flabbergasted. Now I heard that the sound was tricky in the room, but baby, not jazz. I mean, I know so many jazz singers, and I don't consider myself a jazz singer at all. But I know so many. I used to run a high school program and a college program
better than she.
And any one of those children could have done that better.
I said, where is the range? Is she?
It wasn't the range.
Is she going low? Is she changing her notes?
She was just pitchy as hell. And jazz is one place where you're not pitchy. You have an ear. She was pitchy. She really wasn't swinging.
She was not swinging, girl.
She wasn't swinging. But you know what I will give her? There's no way that lady didn't know that she was fucking up. And she kept it moving like, well,
she was on show. I said, if she gyrates or moves that neck and hands any more quickly.
I really want to shout out Jonathan Batiste. Jonathan Batiste is a friend of mine who I also used to work with at my old job, who I used to, speaking of fried chicken, steal chicken from the kitchen to feed his whole genre of musicians, like all him and his people. And he would come into the club with his entourage of musicians for the jam sessions, 2, 3 in the morning. And we would all be like, no, not because he wasn't great, but because we wanted to go home. And we knew that if he came, we were going to be there for another hour and a half.
No.
And we would barter with him like, please, we will give you all the food if you just say this is the last song. 10 minutes, please. And I realized how lucky I was to bear witness to his genius, because what the world saw was like him doing his, human music. He don't even it's not pop, it's not whatever. It's just like him, his offering of like people music. But when he sits in front of that fucking piano and he hits those standards and he hits you with his classical skills and his swing, it is out of this world. He's just brilliant. And I loved his speech.
I have to listen to it because I
don't know if you'll like his album. You might. Oh. You might. I don't know. His album is really interesting and it's specific. But he also he won an Oscar as well. He did all of the music for the score for Soul.
Oh, okay.
He's brilliant.
He did that.
The range on him. He also, most people know him from being the band leader of the Steve Colbert Show. But he is just a brilliant being. I loved his speech saying that there is no best artist. There is no best dancer, best album, best this. Like, it's not a thing. Art is so subjective. And like, this is all just an offering, you know? So shout out to him. But there was a best R&B album or whatever. And that had happened to be Jazmine motherfucking Marie Sullivan.
Let's go.
And I girl, the whole day I was sick. I was talking to her manager because I knew she wasn't going to answer. And I was texting her like, how's she doing? Is everything okay? How's she feeling? I feel like I'm going to throw up. And her manager was like, she's laughing at you because she's fine. And I'm reading this to her. And then we got the news that she won her first one. And unfortunately, that was off camera and shared. And so it was kind of like, okay, like, I think it took the edge off of her. She wasn't even there before she won that award. So it was kind of like, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to whatever. Like she's lost, like she said so many times. And she really did not expect to win that second one. She was up for 3. And Silk Sonic beat her out on the other one. But that second one, that best R&B album, I will say that she thought they said her because
so did I. The way he said
the way Billy Porter was like,
yes.
And so she just sitting there like, ah, clapping. And she said, Sweetie was like, you gotta go up there, like go. And she was like, what? And her manager was like, Jazmine, it's you. Go up. And then she was just,
again. Please stop.
yeah, that you saw it on her where her mouth was just like,
I thought he said,
real?
It took me a minute to register too, the way he said that. I
heard it. As soon as I heard hoe, I said, oh my God, there's only one hoe in that room. And it's that hoe. I was so happy. Her speech was great. She looked beautiful.
Great.
And then the love in the room. That's the thing that, like, even when this wasn't televised, but they found the clip. And even when she won the tie, they announced Silk Sonic first. And everybody was like, oh, yay. And then when they announced her, people were screaming for her. They were so happy. Not her, the artist. Her, Jazmine. Screaming. Because they were so happy that she won, finally, this Grammy. And then, you know, this other thing happens, and people were saying her name before he said it. Like, they wanted her. Yes, they wanted her to win. I will say she has been flooded with love from the top tier of the music industry to, you know, her friends, her family, her fans. And for the first time, I think it's registered in her that, like,
she's that bitch.
No, not even that. More so that people really want to see her win and really support her and care about her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's nobody, you know, there's some people who win and you always hear somebody like, I mean, such and such was better. Or that you didn't see any of that. Everybody was like, she deserves this. We rooted for her. Like the post that people were tagging her in was like, this one guy said, this girl survived getting dropped from Jive back when she was a kid, shelf, to dropping an album that was fire, to losing every one of the Grammys that she was up for, to being in an abusive relationship, quitting music, being silent for 6 years, and then coming back with some of the best shit she ever gave us. And he was like, it's incredible. And like, we are all just honored to watch it. And I'm just so happy. But I wept earlier in the day. I didn't have no more tears by the time she won that. But I saw Rashid's video of you.
Like you said, when I saw that it was first of all, oh shit, I gotta end that subscription.
What?
I don't have TV. I don't have cable. I don't have CBS. So I had to download the Paramount app. And so I was all getting flustered because I was like, I'm going to miss this. And then when I looked at my phone, I saw that she won the Grammy with Silk Sonic. And I'm not going to lie, I was happy, but I wasn't happy. It made me really angry. And I was like, why the fuck can't she just get a moment? Mm-hmm. Like, why? Why? Since when do they share shit? Like, this is like, what, you share Olympic gold medals now too?
Right. She had to share the Super Bowl. She has to share that. It was just like,
I was upset about it. And then I was like, all right, let me just watch this show. Cause I forgot about I didn't know all the nominations by heart like you did. I just knew, you know, she was nominated. And I thought a lot of the R&B categories had already been shown when I was trying to fumble, get my stuff together. So I was like, let me just watch to see if they air the shared award.
Oh, they never
that's
do
something that they'll air. Sweet. So I'm watching it. I'm like, this is weird. People I'm not feeling the acts except for Chris. He went up there and shat on everybody. Amazing artist. And then, I don't know, the country boy, Chris Lighty.
You gotta look that up.
That name up. Chris Lighty is actually a hip hop person that passed. R.I.P. I'm sorry that I said that name. What's his name came on?
Stapleton.
The king. Put us together. Stapleton done brought it together. I said, this is incredible. I was just sitting on my couch, mouth open. But anyway, when that category came up, I was like, oh my God. Rashid came in, was sitting down next to me. And then my heart kind of dropped and I was like, oh shit, this is big. Like, this is huge. I wasn't even expecting this nomination. And similar to Jazz, when he was like, hotels, I was shocked. And the anger, because I was trying to feel happy before, but I was angry. I couldn't feel happy. But then I was just, I wept because I was like, oh shit. Like, of all this is it. This is the award. If anybody gonna have their fucking name on it, you're gonna put some respect on her name and give her the recognition that she deserves. It's for that title. And I was like, and she looked so beautiful.
She looked beautiful. I'm gonna cry.
She looked so beautiful. Cool and cute and like, ooh, trendsetter.
But she was definitely hyperventilating and shaking, and all she kept saying was like, I am so fucking tired, because she was just going through, she's not rattled and she's not easily impressed. You know her, she just be always on chill. Nothing really excites her, I don't think. But to hear her like, you just knew, and she probably seemed cool to other people because most people will cry, and it's just like her fighting back tears, and it was beautiful. And I kept checking in and saying, so like, is she taking it in? Is she taking it in? And her team was just like, she's taking it in. Like, she even went to that Sony party afterwards, and she don't want it. Like, apparently the thing that she wanted to do was she wanted to do the, like, in Vegas, you can like kind of hang glide and like, have you ever been to Vegas? On the Strip, it's not hang gliding. Like, you're tied into this thing and then you just soar, you kind of fly over the Strip. And she kept apparently saying to her management, like, what time does it close? Like, I want to go do it. And so they just kept being like, oh yeah, we'll be fine. And meanwhile, they're just like, bitch, you are not, first of all, you're not doing that. Second of all, don't be dumb.
You have a show tomorrow, first of all.
That's the other thing. And then got on a flight at 1:00 in the morning their time and flew out and did a show in Houston.
That's the listen. Wow. Yeah. It hit me. And I was like, we ain't gonna be able to go nowhere with her now. For real. That's
the thing.
Like, this shit about to get crazy.
I was like, no more Planet Fitness, Jazz. You can't. The fact that this bitch was working out at Planet Fitness and nobody was saying nothing to her. She was like, doo-doo. No, but I'm just so proud. And I love her post today. I think she nailed it on the head when she said, it feels like a win. I hope it feels like a win for everyone. I think it does. I think it's because you see somebody fight for something. And, she started singing again because of her mother. She came back and like really sunk her teeth into things. And not that she didn't want to, but it was that she was scared, or she was just, I don't know what it was. There was a block. She didn't trust she didn't have the faith yet to be used, to let God use her. And her mom was like, listen, her mom was going through some really troubling, this public information, battling a very severe cancer. And she said, I want to see you on stage. If anything happens to me, I want to see you again on stage. And that was when I never saw anybody just suit up, armor up. She went on that vegan journey to help support her mother and got in that fucking studio. And this is what came from that, and trusted God that God would bring her family through and God would bring her through. And here we are. It's incredible.
I think another thing that, again, for people that have loved Jazmine and have followed her career since the very beginning, is that it has always felt frustrating as a fan to be like, oh, you guys just don't fucking get it, like, especially with the current R&B genre. It was like when she was younger, her sound was so mature that even though the neo soul was really big at that time, she was like a little ass kid, like singing. It didn't work. And then I just think we've always been like, when are you guys gonna get it? Like, when is she gonna like get into this double Dutch rope so you can watch her fucking work? Like, and so this has been incredibly magical because you don't see nobody has said, oh, she's changed, or like, oh, she's like morphed into this like cookie cutter R&B image and sound that we're all being fed. It's like, oh, she got in, she's fucking flourishing. Now you guys can see it, and she's done it her way, and like has disrupted in so many ways just the R&B image and sound and like possibilities, and like, oh, this is R&B. Oh, she can fucking sing.
That's a really great point.
She can fucking sing, and she's not, and then it's undeniable. Like, she doesn't have to hide her talent. She doesn't. It's just, I think she's disrupted and like create a mark, an undeniable place that it's very difficult to to compete with that now.
Yeah.
Especially vocally. And nigga, I'm sorry. This is my last thing. Okay, it's one thing to hear on the radio.
Yeah.
It's one thing to see her shows, right? But like, I'll never forget, I forgot her name again. Okay, when Jennifer Hudson did her award performance for the huge Grammy performance, and all the whites were like, oh my God. And Adele goes and sings. And then all people are like, but when she now has the space for her to perform and share her artwork, it's on a huge platform like the Grammys or any of these shows. And now it's just like the door should be wide open for her in a way that wasn't before. Man, oh man, you thought Adele was,
and they are in their own way.
But it's a
different.
I'm happy
thing.
that you're going to see Jazmine, and when Jazmine comes on and performs, it's like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah, to hear her live is a whole other thing. I keep begging for a live album. We gonna get this fucking live album, but I also just I want to see her be able to share what she can do with everyone. So shout out to her, super proud, and big shout out to Philly. Dawn Staley fucking won her championship. Shout out to Strawberry Mansion, Jazmine and Dawn, and Jazmine and Dawn Staley are also cousins, which is also funny.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's her cousin. She was like, oh, that's my cousin. She what she play? I'm just like, oh, I gotta go. Shout out to Questlove, who also won a Grammy for his documentary. Shout out to Christian McBride, who was actually the producer on my record, Incredible Bassist. And shout out to the Philadelphia fucking Orchestra, because they also won a Grammy. So listen, Philly is out here. But I'm noticing that we don't have much time, so I'm going to speed through politics as usual. Miss Ketanji Brown Jackson is going to be our newest Supreme Court Justice. It's happening last week. Republican Susan Collins of Maine. Republican Susan Collins, who's a tricky one. I almost called her a bitch, but I don't want to do that, because maybe one day I might want to do something in politics. Who knows? I probably can't ever. She guaranteed her bipartisan vote. She was like, I'm going to vote for her. And now Lisa Murkowski and Mitt Romney have also joined and broke party lines and said, we're going to do it. But in scrolling on the interwebs today, I saw a very funny edit of these damn Republicans, baby, voting yay or nay. And these fools, baby, I really hope I can pull it up. Here it is. They are so dumb and irritating, and I just needed y'all to hear this.
Jackson has a marvelous legal education. She has a vast practical experience, something I think is a real plus. I will vote no. I can say. I think she's a good person, but I cannot support her. She seems like a wonderful human being. She comes with some impressive qualifications academically and professionally. I will vote no.
And indeed, she has a very impressive resume. I am certainly going to vote no.
I mean, she's the realization of an American dream. So I will not be supporting her nomination. I enjoyed the opportunity to meet her family. They obviously are and should be proud of her achievements. But I can't support her nomination.
And it goes on and on.
That's not funny, actually.
It's the edit is funny. They said more stuff to lead up to that, but
no,
I don't care. She gonna be in there, and they can't deny her of her brilliance. And she is not just someone who has incredible qualifications. To be clear, she is the most qualified ever. To be very clear, no one has the resume that she has. Literally, no one on that court has the resume that she has. She checks off all the boxes. So shout out to her. Shout out to Black women. And yeah, speaking of Black women, do we want to get into Black Lives Matter or do we want to leave it for next week? We can always do it next week as more things unfold.
I don't know. I think we should talk about it. Apparently, the Black Lives founders are under fire again for another accusation of using Black Lives Matter donation money to purchase a $6 million home in which they have been calling a safe haven and, campus for the Black Lives movement to, I guess, have a think tank and to rest and to retreat at. A safe house, rather. That's the word that they're using for the property. And so, girl, I think here's the part that's hard for me. They have uncovered a bunch of emails and bullet points between the leaders and other folks that are that are justifying the purchase, as well as trying to, I don't want to use the word hide, but yeah, I guess the word is to kind of like justify why they have this purchase. Quotes of things like that they're writing between each other. Can we kill the story? End quote. Quote, our angle needs to be to deflate ownership of the property, end quote. So there's this tone of like trying to deflect from the possible narrative of them misusing the funds and to justify the space as where abolition and potentially as an influencer house where abolition based content can be created by artists. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad at all points, right? Because one, I feel like I feel duped in a lot of ways, and not necessarily by them, but I can feel myself getting all like upset about it and easily persuaded to believe whatever this article is and the angle that they're trying to flip.
What's the source of that article?
This is from New York Magazine by Sean Campbell. And it's all over the place, talking about it. And I feel like, this is very provocative and salacious. And I wonder what the other contexts of this are. And I'm also like, yo, why do you need a $6 million building? But also, why not? So I
think the issue is that they use the donation money for it.
But if we had a spreadsheet, if we could see how much, say they bought in $500 million, right? Perhaps the $6 million drop in that bucket and the rest of the funds were towards, the mission efforts and towards whatever the things were. Maybe it wouldn't seem so crazy, but we don't see we don't know how much money Black Lives Matter is bringing in. This is a global phenomenon. It's bringing in so much money. Maybe they've brought in close to $1 billion. So what's $6 million out of this context? And I don't know. But I'm both frustrated with them in this, and I'm also frustrated with the media and how easily persuaded we can be to go against, to discredit them. And I feel I'm tired of hearing about this shit from them. I am. It's like, I can't help but feel like I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Like, why are you gonna go sell out? I feel like damn, you caught up in the fucking matrix.
Well, I think that it's interesting. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine today, and they were just like, fuck it. I'm tired of saying that I don't want nice things. I'm fucking tired of it. I want nice things and lavish things, and not because I think it's gonna get me any accolades or because I think it's cool. It's like, I really want them, period. And I don't feel like having to explain that to anybody. I think that's definitely a vibe. I don't. Ow, girl. I'm so sorry. This fucking cat just tried. Go away. Go away. I'm mad at you. She just tried to get up here and doesn't realize her nails. That is the first time she's ever done that. She tried to climb up here and use my skin as something to help her, hoist her. Oh, sorry, y'all. You know me. I don't know. I feel like if you have a $6 million home and you try to do this work where you're freeing people from the jaws of capitalism and injustice, it gets tricky. I think it gets real tricky. Especially when probably the people who are donating the money are middle class folks. Usually that's what the statistics say, that the people who are in the middle class are the ones that donate the most money, because they have a understanding of human suffering, and they feel like, if I can help, even if it's this, even if it's $20, even if it's $100, it's something. I think it gets really tricky. I'm deeply disappointed. I'm weary of the news sources. I saw the one woman who's not, I forget her name. She's not a part of Black Lives Matter anymore. She had all her shit aired out that we have already talked about.
Patrice?
Yeah, she's no longer a part of it. Is it Patrice?
She's a part of it too.
But it saddens me, and it's tricky because I hesitate to talk about it because I don't want it to negate all of the good that it's done.
I know.
So it's really nuanced, but I do feel like just because you've done good does not mean you should not be held accountable. I think this is a lesson for all movements in having. It probably is transparent, but our dumbasses, we don't go and research the stuff, because I'm pretty sure Black Lives Matter is a nonprofit. Yes, it has to be. It can't be a for-profit. So if it's a nonprofit, that means their financial information is public. All nonprofit financial information is public. So we have to do our due diligence, but who has time for that? Because we're trying to survive too. We have to do our due diligence to research where the money is going, how much money is being invested in what, and all, and made. It's always tricky because people should get paid for the work that they do, even when they are freedom fighters, even when they're doing this kind of radical organization and grassroots movement work. They still have to survive. But I think, there's a moral kind of compass you have to have, and integrity about you, where, I don't know, if you have a $6 million home that has a bunch of rooms and a pool, and I read that the garage can house 20 cars and all this shit. If you are making an Avengers compound for Black abolitionists, cool, fine, fuck it. If you in there housing a whole bunch of people, cool. But just those emails are disturbing about, we have how to shift the story and the narrative. Because if there wasn't anything wrong, I would imagine that they would say, first of all, this many people come and stay here. Second of all, this is what all of this is for. This isn't just us, the three of us, hanging out and enjoying the fruits of your donations and some of our labor. Like, this is really a hub and a centralized place. But a hub doesn't have to be that either. It doesn't. But does that mean that it shouldn't? I just don't know. I don't know. I'm of the thinking that that's unnecessary. But that's me.
Well, it feels like you've disconnected yourself from the community, and this kind of work requires such deep trust and bonds and like.
I can't hear you. Can you speak up?
I was saying it feels so far removed from the community. And I feel like this kind of work is built on community. It's built on people being there, accessibility. It's built on trust. It's built on being in the trenches in so many ways, right?
Yeah.
Like, anyway, God be with us, 'cause
we want to thank the patrons for this week. Shout out to the new patrons, Janique and Holly W. Holly W is a return patron, so shout out to you. Let's take a break.
Zach?
Yeah, let's take a break. And when we get back, we got some lighter shit to talk about, or maybe not. This might be triggering for you because we are talking about all of our unpopular opinions. And Shanti and I have quite a few. And they may be jarring, but just remember our moms are white.
No,
so
girl, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Take us out, Shanti.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Wow. Grammys really got to you.
I want to sing like Chris.
Oh, the country
singing
boy?
From deep in your soul.
I didn't even hear it because honestly, I wasn't paying any attention. I had the Grammys turned so low, so I got to go back and listen. I pulled it up on YouTube, but I did catch Gaga.
And you
Tony Bennett is somewhere.
Is he not dead?
Yeah, Tony Bennett's not.
I said, what is this hologram that they have?
Don't do that.
They did.
Listen, he is no longer with us. All right, ready? What?
It doesn't matter.
What were you about to say?
Are you a fan of him?
Yeah. Tony Bennett was a man. I met him. He was like senile though. They should have never had him doing
Get this negress away from me unless she's bringing me my cognac.
No. He was fine. I'm saying the only time that he was like he had his wits about him was when he was singing. I was in like one of his videos. It was so random for my old job.
Destined for stardom. It's just, when you get really big, you know how they go back and they're like, look at Prince when he was talking to people. He's like, look at Antoinette. And she was on this video and this video.
I was like, all right, ready? And we are back. So, as promised. So this came up, Shanti and I were chit-chatting, and somehow it came up because I was talking about snacks. And I was saying, some of these snacks y'all like is whack. She was like, what do you mean? And I was like Snickers is corny. Oreos is corny. And you were like, okay, we have to talk about this on the podcast. And originally that was the main topic. Why Snickers and Oreos were not corny. But now we have much more to discuss. But I'm here to say that I don't like Snickers. My favorite candy of all time is a Twix candy bar. I'll fuck a Twix up. And if you have ever had the Twix ice cream bar,
Twix is delicious. But I thought you said Three Musketeers.
Oh, no. Three Musketeers was my jam when I was trick-or-treating as a youngin'. Ugh. It was something about that marshmallow fluff. Ugh. Loved it. When I was trick-or-treating back in the day, because I just don't think people didn't give out Twix like that. Like, Twix wasn't a candy for trick-or-treating. But
you're crazy. Snickers
Milky
are delicious.
Way and Three Musketeers, my jam.
Three Musketeers, I would literally to this day throw in the fucking trash.
Why? Why is Snickers that good? Just because everybody who knew how to jump double dutch said it was good?
Oh gosh, it was the nuts. You're triggered and deeply carrying some deep things there. And
it was the nut pause. It was the nut.
Like my mother. You carried a lot in that sentence.
I'm just saying, like, it wasn't that good. It was overrated. It was the nut that I didn't like.
Oh
like, why
my
is this
God.
here?
It was
I don't like
salt.
peanut butter and chocolate like that. Like even Reese's, I'm like, okay, if
All
I
right.
have to.
The fact that you say that that's very interesting to me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I also think Doritos are overrated.
Now you're high again. Have you ever had a Dorito in a motherfucking hoagie?
A
In
Dorito
corner
in a
store
hoagie
that you get at the Poppy store?
Girl, a Dorito in a hoagie is delicious. I won't lie. But I prefer Utz sour cream in my hoagie before that.
Oh,
Utz sour cream or
Gross.
even...
Smells
But my
terrible.
absolute favorite chip
In a
is
hoagie?
Utz. No, just in general. Utz honey barbecue. Wow.
Now,
Delicious.
I agree. Utz are the best potato chip brand. It's the peanut butter oil that they cook in. Better than hers, better than Lay's.
Wow. I don't know if they're better than hers.
Oh, no. Yes. I don't.
Hers is delicious.
Utz top tier. Shout out to Baltimore. They're doing it right. Hers is Pennsylvania brand, but Utz is the best. It's
Hers
the
is
best.
really good, Shanti.
I agree. Lay's, I think, are the
saltiest
Newports of potato chips.
Yeah.
They are killing the black community intentionally.
She said the Newports of potato chips.
They are so salty for no reason.
Yeah, they're
And they're
really
everywhere.
salty. And they're everywhere. I did like the wrap snacks. I'm not gonna lie. They
Oh
weren't
my
around
God.
my neighborhood, in all honesty. But when my homegirls used to bring wrap snacks, I used to trade them and be like, "Please, can I have that?" The
Do you
ones with
remember
little Romeo
Homegirls?
on it. Oh, homegirls,
With Kathy
yes.
and the Muslim girl? No, wait, Kathy on the back. If you from
Was
Philly,
that
put
a
your
Philly
front-
thing?
Yes.
Yo.
I think that was like a Baltimore Philly thing.
Yo.
Kathy, I said, this bitch, look at her fucking Reeboks and her jeans set. She is killing it.
People do not know
Kathy
about
got
those
3
chips.
black
Are they still
kids.
around?
Yes, it's a Philly thing. I think it's something like a Muslim. I think Rap Snacks is like a Muslim-owned, black-owned
I love
local
it.
business. And they used to
Wow.
have little, maybe not, I lied. Because what's that little, what's his name, son?
Little
Like you
Romeo.
said, yes.
I said the Little Romeos was the ones that I like the best.
Wow. Sorry, I was hype over Kathy. I forgot. I didn't hear.
I will, but seriously, every chip that we named is better than a Dorito. I don't care. I don't care. It is. I'm not
But
saying
not in a
Doritos are
sandwich.
nasty.
Doritos are the best.
No.
Y'all listen to me. Every Friday, I used to go to my local Poppy store. I used to get a how much? I don't remember how much those hoagies were. $5.
It was
$2?
$3.50.
$3.50. 3 bags of chips. 2 bags.
What'd you
of
get
chips,
on your hoagie?
Everything.
You got turkey ham?
No, just turkey, cheese,
Wow.
everything. 2 bags of chips, Doritos, a day's strawberry soda, and 4
Wow.
peppermints.
What?
That shit was like
It's the
$5.
peppermints.
Sometimes we would steal the hoagies. We would buy the chips. We would
And
order the
dip out.
joint. Order the hoagie.
Yep. And dip right on
Bucket
out.
chips in the soda. Put it in a black bag. Get it. Walk on out. Stop fucking playing them Dominicans.
Nah,
did
somebody
that.
put me on a turkey ham once, and I was like, wow. I used to go to the Poppy store by you, right on Hansberry.
That's the place. Best
Yep.
hoagies.
Right on Hansberry. I used to be right in there. Them fucking... I used to not even be able to fit down that aisle. It was so
It
goddamn
was
narrow.
tight. My
Tight.
mouse was tearing up those pizza. Those
Listen, you
chips
had
as
to
well.
you had to check your chips. You always had to squeeze
Always
your chips
had to
together to
check
make sure
the
that the mouse did not bite
Girl.
into the chip bag. Yes, you did.
If y'all haven't experienced this, I'm so sorry.
I'm
'cause
so
this is
sorry
the
for you.
makings-
Sorry to you.
The makings of you.
I also don't like yams. Hate them.
That's a shame.
I'm like, this is way too sweet. Every time I see somebody make them, I'm just like, I don't want that. I don't want it.
It is too sweet. I agree. I don't like sweet stuff, but when they're
Ugh.
made right, they're delicious. But
You
I
like
am
yams or sweet potatoes? Because they're different. Look, you don't even know
I
that.
don't know. What candy
Wow,
yams?
white mom.
Candy yams.
No,
sweet
because there's a lot of
potato.
people saying they got candy yams and they don't. They have sweet potatoes.
Well, that's because they don't know what a tomato is sometimes too. They just saying whatever it is. They just
Tomato?
don't know. They just don't be knowing the vegetables sometimes.
Child.
What did I say here?
I'm looking
But-
at it. Come on.
Similar
You can do it.
to
You can
what
do it.
you said. Hold up. I got to pull it up.
Banana
I was excited
pudding, come
about it.
on.
When you went to the Doritos. Banana pudding. No me gusta. It looks very artificial. I don't know what it is.
Wow.
I don't like the idea of cookies.
Banana pudding is nothing but vanilla wafers.
It's weird.
And banana pudding and condensed cream.
A good 15 minutes to eat it before it's just yuck. I don't like the...
Miss Pam used to make, Jazz's mom got the best banana pudding, and she used to make something, you know, the fruit bowls, the punch bowls rather. Mm-hmm. She used to make banana pudding in that.
But like, I never tasted it. Do they put bananas in it though?
Yeah, of course. No, you didn't have it. You gotta have Miss Pam's banana pudding.
And a black person's banana pudding.
She black and she puts banana in her banana pudding.
Just sounds like you got about a good 15 minutes, and that shit's, the cookies are soggy and the bananas are brown, and then it's yuck. And
but some of the sogginess of the cookie, it melts into the like pudding part. It's delicious. Wow. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to sex. 69s are dumb, and head is like a nice gesture. I said it. I don't like head that much. I don't like it. I'm like, all right, well, it's a nice, I appreciate it. I'm like, oh, you're down there. Okay. And
it's
I know
the idea that gets you hot, right? Like, look at him go. Okay.
I don't like that. You ever really looked at a man giving you head? They look crazy. It's not like a penis.
I don't. I just see the top of the head, and I'm like,
it looks
good.
Dumb. And if you've ever looked at a man giving you head and you meet his eyes, most awkward moment in the world. You're just like, oh, we met eyes. It's not like a penis where you can like, you know, lick on it and then make eye contact. You know, like that's something about giving penis head and vaginal head just feels real different to me, and it doesn't get me going. Probably because they spend so much time by the canal. And that's not where you need to be.
And then when you do it early in the
and it's all in their beard.
It's on their beard. And then I'm like, I can't, like, I can't. I'll slap it right. Me.
Oh, are you kidding?
No, I'm not into that.
What? It's just you.
I'll slap them down until it's gone. You a nasty bitch. I would let him wipe his face off. I will wipe his face, or he could wipe his face off. But I'm preoccupied in my mind. Like, I'm not really prepared to taste myself. And
see, that's why eating ass is not a thing for me. That's another thing. And it's a lot of women like, oh, he eat ass too. I'm like, not this ass. I don't care.
Not this
ass. I don't care what kind of mouth you have, what feelings I'm gonna feel. I love to kiss. The fact that there are poop particles most likely near you, you could scrub your butthole, your anus until all day. If they put their tongue in that canal, there's poop particles there. I don't care what you say.
Poop particles could kill you. What's the hell is the name of that bacteria that's in poop
Salmonella.
Salmonella. Should be all in your spinach.
Y'all ready to die really for this? Okay. No.
Get your little nasty ass ate. And I'm just like, bruh, like, why you want to do that though, bruh? Like,
I don't even like head from the back. I don't put your face anywhere near that. I don't like that. I'll never forget being with somebody and they told me or asked me too much. Never mind. But they asked me to bend over, and I was like, no, I don't like that. And I kept saying, they were like, I'm not going to do that. Just trust me. And I was like, I don't like that. And then they gave me head from the back, and I was like, I don't like that either. Don't do it. It's not cute. You have to open my cheeks, which means your forehead
it's the nose. No. The nose is in my bunghole.
Yeah, like, come on.
Wow.
No, I can't do it.
Antoinette, we are the antithesis of horrible decisions.
We are. And shout out to us. Horrible Decisions, our episode. We did do an episode with them. It should be airing soon this month.
They would be like, you bitches are whack. I bet told a lot of women are like, you are.
Whatever. That's not even true because Mandy doesn't even ride. And that's public information. She was like, ride.
She said, ride.
My knees hurt.
Eat a nigga in the ass than ride.
She said, I'll peg you, but I ain't riding nothing.
I said, wow, your priorities are really interesting.
Speaking of that, not speaking of that, but I think breasts are a little bit overrated, but I was thinking about that and then I realized they're not.
What do you mean breast?
I just think like looking at big breasts are like, you're just so obsessed with breasts. You just are like, breasts make you a woman. And I could take them or leave them probably because I have huge ones. But I realize breasts are not overrated because, unpopular opinion, head doesn't do anything for me. But if
But
you
them nipples do.
suck my nipple right, I could come.
Let me say something real quick.
All right.
Shout out to all the breastfeeding mothers as well. Because your nipple has been pulled in such a way that it's just the perfect. It's just ready to be suckled.
Oh.
It's just primed and ready for it in a way that some maiden nipples have not yet popped out. So shout out to the babies paving the way.
Wow, you saying I got flaccid nipples?
Not flaccid. I haven't seen your nipples in a while. I don't quite remember. But I don't know
flat.
if
they don't perk up. They don't.
They
will.
like
they will, but not like you're talking. I know what you're talking about when they're just like. If you're on Patreon, you just saw me, but you know what I mean. Like
they just ready. They just like, oh, I love a good.
All right, you got another one. Go ahead.
Speaking of oral sex, now listen to me. Ain't nobody sucking dick like men suck each other's dick.
What? Wait. How do you know
I don't know
this?
if you guys know. Listen, I normally, when I do frequent the live sex shows on the internet, the porns, I do they're not live. They're not live, but the sex shows. I don't often watch queer men. I watch the women, but I don't often watch queer men. God, I don't know if I've ever admitted this on the podcast, but here we are. JoJo has such an archive of me, and I love you if you're listening to this as an older person. Anyway, what is his name? Damn.
Don't say his name because they outed that poor man. I know you talking about that rapper.
Yes, I love him very much. And but I saw that video leak of this, and now listen, this thinking like a manly man, like he's a masculine nigga. What is his name?
Not a manly man. What does that mean? It's getting problematic.
He's masculine. He's a rapper. He is the hyper masculinity that rappers give off is what he's giving. And then I saw this video of him giving head, and it was beautiful.
He was giving head.
Yes.
He wasn't getting it.
No.
Wow.
And it was beautiful.
Jaws of life.
That man was sucking dick. And
Send it to me. Because if he's giving a masterclass, I would like to learn.
I said, ain't nobody sucking a man's dick like another man sucks a man's dick.
I don't think
nobody's.
I don't disagree. I haven't seen it, but I can believe it.
I may be like, I ain't gay. I just got my dick sucked by him. I might well believe it. I might do believe that. Because it's masterful. I ain't really gay. He just sucked my dick. Like, yes. And he did an amazing job.
Wow.
And
what was he doing? Was it technique or was it just sheer
his
jaw
tongue?
strength?
Yeah, technique. And it's just his mouth. Like, a man's mouth looks like it belongs around the man's dick more than a woman's. Especially a white woman's.
This is the clip. That's it. This is the fucking clip. Dude, write the time down. Right.
So a white woman sucking dick compared to a black man sucking dick.
Their lips are so small.
Sometimes. And a black man's jaws but he was just.
Wow.
I said, wow.
Listen,
rapper thug boy.
I'm out of practice, so send it to me. I need a tutorial. I might get around one soon and be like,
if my dad was not my dad. If my dude was like, yo, I'm not gay, but I do get my dick sucked by a man every now and then. I'd be like, listen, I get it. I get it. I totally get it. I would.
All right.
I get it.
Well, maybe you're into an open relationship. It's less about the man thing and more about you just got your man out here get his dick sucked by random people because they're better.
I don't got him out here, but if he finally admitted to me, like, listen, I'm not gay. I don't want a relationship with a man. I don't want to do any other sexual things. I'm not sucking his dick, but he can suck my dick because it's the best thing I've ever experienced, and you just could never do that. I don't know if I would condone it, but I'd be like, word. I get it. I saw the video.
I cannot wait to post this. This is the clip. We didn't talk about so much stuff. Yes, I am. I'm posting it.
Don't post that part. Don't put him out there. You can be like,
oh, your man. You ain't really, you ain't talking about your real
now
man.
You got people thinking I get my dick sucked by then.
You'll be like, girl, I'm breaking up with you. You have something on here that I don't agree with. You said about something about the time of day that we're sex.
Oh, I do not like morning sex.
I love morning sex.
Don't like it. I want it's cool if you want to get it from the back kind of thing. It's cool, but it's like you have to brush your teeth, and if you get up and brush your teeth, like if you start getting into it, but then you're like, I really have to brush my teeth. Or fuck it, I have to pee. I have not taken my morning pee yet. Then you kind of interrupt the flow. Then you have to come back. Morning sex, and for whatever reason, my body just needs to wake up. It just doesn't respond the same way as evening sex. But the best sex,
my body will wake right the hell up.
Is after lunch.
You're saying that because Larry David said it.
No, I didn't. He said that?
Yeah, he said it on Curb. He was like, why are we having sex at night? You're tired. You have no energy. He was like, during the day, the sun's out. You're ready to go. You're energized.
So true.
Well, not everybody, look at you. Not everybody can just have sex during the day. People are busy. Ciao.
Well, y'all need to try it. You go out to lunch and then you go to fuck home.
Listen, and I'm here for sex any time of the day, but morning sex does not rub me wrong. Put my face in the pillow and let's go. But I will say, if you are hitting it from the back, unpopular opinion, I'm fine to throw it back, but I want to feel your body weight. I don't enjoy.
You want to be on the ground. You want to be like.
I want to be smashed. I want to feel your body weight. I want your hand around my neck. I want you like kissing the back of my neck close to me during
shit is lit.
Doggy style sex. That is the best. I'll throw it back. I can arch my back and do all that shit. It's cool, but you gotta end close to me, or you gotta at some point get there
anyway.
Yeah, it's just more intimate. It's just like, ooh, say less. You have another one about shoes and hands.
Well, listen, I think, and Antoinette, I finally taught you the ways of this one as well.
You did.
Y'all bitches really think it's about a man's feet. It's always the hands. Always the hands. And you will be surprised that you can see so much from a man.
You gave me a specific thing about the hand, though. Tell the people, you said you got to do the pointer and the thumb.
I don't remember that. That was back.
You did.
I don't.
You don't subscribe to that anymore?
For me, it's the size. Because it's really interesting. Because some men may have smaller hands, but they're thick. Thick. Really thick hands. Some hands may be like a basketball hand. Some hands are big, but they're thin. I'm telling you.
I don't know. There's one man that I met that does not apply to. And he was a tiny man and was not tiny in his...
He had little teeny hands?
He had tiny ass hands. That
like thin,
I was surprised he could even pick up the weight he could. I said, what the...
But
his hand would be in my hand like this. It was like holding a child's hand.
Oh.
Like I was holding Jolie's hand across the street.
Damn, well, he's an anomaly.
Shout out to you, know who you are.
Disrupt my,
I'm sorry, I just gotta tell you. Moving on to black shit. I don't like Uno.
Is Uno black?
Yes, Uno is very black, and black people fucking love Uno. And I'm just like, can we play spades? I'd rather play I Declare War than Uno.
Oh my God, that's a shame.
I just don't think it's that fun.
That is whack, Antoinette.
What is it? Why is it so
fun? What kind of do you play with Staxies? Because if you don't, it's terrible.
I play with Maybe the last time I was over Crystal's house, we didn't play with Staxies.
Oh, that's why.
And I remember thinking like, this isn't that fun.
No, and it's eternal, and it keeps going and going. You got to play with Staxies.
But it was some other thing where it was like Uno reverse, and so sometimes you had to flip the cards over to use the other side of the cards, and that was supposed to make it more fun, and I was not. And they were having a blast.
They were just laughing.
Just laughing. You ever just been on the outside looking in? But you're involved in it, and you're like, wow, in this moment, I'm going to choose to betray myself, not be honest, because I want to fit in. Ha!
We were just
This is so much fun. Oh my God.
No.
Pick up.
I wish I was
Pick
there.
up. Pod.
He
Meanwhile,
was faking the Roseanne intro. Remember the Roseanne intro where they were all around the
Yeah.
table playing cards
That's
and
how I was
cracking
like-
up?
I was not having fun at all. At all. I also think Hennessy is disgusting.
Oh, girl, you tripping.
I also think 50 Cent is an awful human being, but hilarious and like one of my favorite fucking people to sneak follow on IG. I'm like, this man.
I agree.
And oh my God, I see yours and you really went too far, but go ahead.
Girl, this was yours. I'm speaking up for you because when you said it,
no, I see the last one. I mean it. I mean this one. Teflon. What is it called? Teflon?
Teflon. The bags. Do we really like it?
Do we like them? Are they all? Do we like them?
Do we?
Maybe because I don't have one. But do we like them? Are they all that?
Are they really cute?
Are they cute?
They giving
or did
style?
Beyonce wear it? And so everybody's like, oh my God. And shout out to her for supporting Black business. I just want to know if it's that cute.
I support his hustle. I support the way he has his business model. I support it all. But they're not cute. They're not that cute. I said it.
Ooh, I asked. She said it. She declared.
To me, I to answer the question, do I really like them that much? Nah. Now watch me have one, and you guys are gonna be like,
the receipts they'll pull up. All right, y'all. Shanti has the ultimate awful thing, but go ahead.
Okay.
You are brave.
Listen, genius,
brave,
incredible musician. But sometimes Stevie Wonder's voice is annoying. If we're gonna compare Stevie Wonder's voice to Donny Hathaway,
oh, that's my guy.
It doesn't. He don't sing like that. Like that, a nigga be shrill sometimes, and sometimes it gets a little grating, depending on the album, depending on the decade. I said it.
I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go one more. I don't like his braids. He got to give them braids up. I don't like.
Just shave it off.
I don't
Put
like
a hat on.
And Patti LaBelle be yelling. I said it. All right. Oh God. Oh God. And she's from Philly. Oh God. Moving right along because I don't know if we're gonna recover from that. Dating and men. Unpopular opinion. Your man got to have a little ugly in him.
Girl.
You got to. I'm telling you. I look for a little ugly. It's a little something that gotta be
bullshit to me because you have had. Of all of the girls, you have had really stunningly fine men.
Look at the ones that I loved. Who was the ones that I fell deeply in love with? That was all, except for the last one. He was fine. Was he? He was a little beady-eyed, but he was fine. He was fine as fuck. I give it to him. That man, I look at him sometimes, I'm like, Lord Jesus, you is a specimen. You were something out of a dream. You still be
bagging fine men, though.
I do.
I don't bag
fine.
I don't bag fine men. I don't think I want them. I believe in this.
That's what you need, a little ugly. And it's not ugly, just a little human. It's wrong. I'm saying the wrong word. Just a little regular. You got to have a little something off. Maybe your eye get lows past a certain hour. No. You know, something. Maybe your head's a little peasy more often than not.
I just don't want a super fine man.
That's all I'm saying. I said it wrong. All right, I said it wrong. All these super fine, and speaking of super fine men, these Boris Kojos, these Idris Elbas, I don't want them. And I also don't want to have sex with Lenny Kravitz. I said it. I don't think he's that sexy. I said it.
He's not sexy, but he's attractive. He's gorgeous.
Why?
He's undeniably gorgeous.
He gives me dirty fingernails.
No, he doesn't, girl.
He gives me dirty fingernails.
That man is vegan. You might even eat his butt and it just tastes like nothing. I bet you can eat his butt. Now, Idris Elba, whatever his name is, don't like him.
I don't think he's fine.
But I will say this.
And I don't think Michael B. Jordan's fine.
Oh, I can't stand the way that man looks.
I don't want him near me.
Fuck.
I get that maybe he has an appeal.
Nope, don't see it.
But I'm like, what would we talk about?
He
just chipmunk, right?
He doesn't look like he is
like a fuck boy. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, he looks
like the poster child for
present and self-aware, and Yeah, I don't think he would
But shout
really
out to you, King.
go hard in him. Shout out to you.
I don't want to
Listen to me. I will just say this one thing. Idris is fine and all, but he is one of the few fine men whose wife eats him the fuck up. She is so fine. She makes him look. Like a peasant. I don't look at him.
Her. That thing when they were in the pool celebrating a little anniversary, I said, wow.
She's fine.
You know, he plucked her out of a damn restaurant.
I would too. Bitch, get
my
over
God,
here.
who are you?
You are my wife.
Child. Shanti, you have a hot take on Beyonce and Jay.
Well, you know what? I think that we should all just stop the games and stop acting like we didn't know that Jay-Z was cheating on Beyonce.
I don't agree with this.
In all of his lyrics, he has told us repeatedly how he views monogamy and women.
Past tense. That man gives us range.
Listen, that man was cheating on her and had been cheating on her for a long time, and he made it known. And I wasn't surprised at all. And all of us need to stop being like, oh, no, really? Wow. Get the fuck out of here. Have you heard Big Pimpin'? Have you heard Big Pimpin'?
No, yeah. Right, yeah. You also have another hot take. I'm gonna let you take this one.
No, this is not my hot take. I don't want to touch this. I don't want to say this because I really don't feel this is appropriate to say.
All right, we not saying it
between you and I.
So just know that
that's
fucked
how
up
fucked
in the
up
head.
it was. I ain't touching it.
This is your hot take.
I also wanted to say that,
just keep the outline up. Keep pissing me off. Keep clicking to it.
I want to say that I am not down with this whole natural face Alicia Keys propaganda that she's sharing. I don't want to be outside looking like myself. And I don't think everybody's built to be looking like themselves. We don't have it. We don't have the complexion. We don't have the coloring. We're sallow in the face, dark under the eyes, and pigmented in the skin. Stop walking around looking like yourself and put some fucking makeup
every time
on.
You say that shit cracks me up.
And I stand by
it. Looking like myself.
I don't believe in it at all. And I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Put some lip gloss on. Remember when we discovered lip gloss in middle school? You could.
Game over.
So let me. Oh shit!
You got another one. Maybe we should end it. No, keep going. You got another one. Why? If you keep clicking,
because I have to see your face as well. Because I like
make
to
it
feel
smaller
connected.
in the corner.
I also think that a lot of the religious a lot of the religious scriptures have got us thinking that we don't have access and we are not chosen and that God does not speak to us. I think it's quite possible that these burning bushes and these voices that niggas was seeing and this water and shit that was being parted was just these religious leaders doing shrooms and taking psychedelics and licking toads and seeing shit and having it revealed to them.
Moses went up there. He
was up there doing DMT. Moses was high.
High as a kite.
High as a kite. And saw some shit and it opened up to him and he was like, holy shit.
What's down the other one? Ashwagandha? No, that's not what that is. What's
ashwagandha is a powerful herb, antiviral herb.
Tea? What's the tea people drink?
Girl, now you fucked me up.
What's it called?
I know what it's called.
It makes
ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca. They was doing ayahuasca.
They was tripping balls like the indigenous people. Just tripping balls and seeing shit.
Wow,
though.
Jesus he was still in that cave, that tomb.
Well, I don't know about Jesus, because Jesus doesn't stay no high.
Jesus wasn't high. The people that went to the tomb that couldn't see him, they was high. He was right there.
They were high. They said, look at Jesus, and they were just high.
Like, Jesus he rose. Matter of fact, he was right there. That's crazy.
He's like, are you fucking high? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, he was dead. And they just thought
was dead.
He was alive.
He was like, I'm never coming back to save these Negroes. They're idiots.
That's why I say do your drugs. You shall see it too. You do some drugs, you shall see some shit. That's what Mike Tyson taught me. I tell you, my guru, Mike Tyson taught me that. He's like, you just gotta do some DMT. It's the ego. It demolishes your ego. And it's God talking. It's the God voice. And I was like, say less.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you want to do this other one?
This is my last popular opinion. After this, I don't have anything more to say, but I don't like tampons.
Oh my God.
I don't mind
Childish.
a pad.
Childish.
Nor do I mind a cup.
I thought you were about to say a rag. I was about to say, you're really this hippy-dippy girl.
I do want to try the panties, though. I do want to try the panties you can just bleed into. But tampons, not a fan. I feel like they were made by men. I feel like they are dismissive and want to hide the flow. And it's weird. It's actually kind of strange. So.
Well, everybody,
popular opinions.
I don't have anything else to add to this. What a time to be alive. Unpopular opinion. This is the best motherfucking podcast in the world. I don't care what nobody say. Where can you get this range, baby? Baby, we were talking about heart to the matter. I can't believe I said that. Oh man, that's an inside joke.
Good,
no, yeah. So we say all this, to be light, but we also really want to encourage you to think for yourselves, to be critical thinkers. Don't be a follower. Don't get a Teflon bag just because Beyonce got one. If that shit is whack, if you don't like that symbol, don't get it. All right? Don't use a tampon if it makes you uncomfortable, if you may forget that it's there.
And don't be eating nobody's ass or allowing your ass to be ate if you're slightly disgusted by it.
Or don't want salmonella poisoning. If you want to live, you will not eat ass.
No, but if you want to really live, as a man, you might need to get your dick sucked by another man.
That's an affirmation.
That is given mastery, grace,
whoa,
timing, and intuition, baby. Woo.
Okay, and with that, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Around the Way Curls. Please feel free to give us a call. Let us know what your unpopular opinions are. Maybe we'll do a round 2 because we have many, many more. But shout out to you all. We will be back next week. And with that, we out. Oh my God, I cannot stand you. And this eating of the ass. I gotta work on this clip tonight. That shit is funny.
Please don't mention about Rashid.
No, I'm not gonna do Rashid, but I have to talk about you and this dick sucking thing, and then I'm gonna go into the affirmation. That's gonna be an affirmation. Oh my God. I said, if you want to live, don't eat ass.
I can't believe I forgot it.
And she said, or if you really want to live, go get your dick sucked by a man.
I wouldn't be if he said it. I'd be like, you're probably right. You're not gay. I know you're not gay. You just want to feel the full potential of the thing. Girl,
yo, this is something that I wish you would have said in front of the people we were around this weekend. They would have been like, wait, what? Say it again.
We ain't get there.
Oh my God, I can't stand you. It's too much. It's all just too much. Oh, I'm glad we didn't say that one. We would have been told that we were being violent against.
It was not good, and it's not true.
I do think it's true. I stand by it. I don't think she was well, but all right. Send me this joint. What?
Oh my God. That is so funny. Oh my God.
What is it? Oh, my head hurts.
I just sent it to you. God, that makes me laugh.
What, via DM?
Yeah.
That's me trying to be in love. He didn't even play. Who said that to you, Rashir? He just send me all the things he sends you, and then I just send them out too. I have a serious question, a dilemma. Are you ready? On the 14th, I'm scheduled to get my hair braided, but it's conflicting with some other things, some other moves I have to make. Huh?
What's the other thing?
It's another thing. So, should I move that appointment up to Friday at 7 a.m. and pay $50 extra for the morning appointment? Will my hair it's just straight backs. Will it still be fine for our little gathering? It should be, right? I ain't swimming.
Yeah. Versus the Thursday?
Yeah. But it would be, I would get them done this week, Friday.
Oh.
But also, I might have some baby hairs by then. You know when you first get it done?
Fresh. She's a Grammy Award winner now. We can't be looking like her raggedy friends, or she's going to make new friends.
But will straight backs be raggedy in a week?
You be taking your hair out in braids in a week.
No, I don't. Not anymore. That's a lie.
2 weeks.
That's
tops.
bullshit. I think straight backs. The last time I had straight backs, they lasted 3 weeks, and then they gotta go.
You doing the like this 10?
Just 6.
Cute.
I'm going back to the first time I ever got them done when I was in Costa Rica. Just 6 straight backs. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. You don't be acting all dumb. Don't be acting all dumb.
Why would I? What's acting all dumb?
Rolling around. Doing shit. Oh my God, that's so mean. Yeah, you'll be fine.
I gotta pee.
Just
so
don't
you would
come
pay
here
the
with baby
50
hairs
extra.
that are lifting 3 inches up off your head, or
They might be. They might be.
I will judge you.
All right, can you send me this tonight?
Yes.
All right, I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. I got a long day for work tomorrow.
Pray for me.
Huh?
Pray for me. I don't know.
I will. I don't want you to be sad, Queen.
I'm not sad. I'm angry.
Or angry. You just need to go
change this.
Get your dick sucked by a man.
What'd you say?
I said you just need to go get your dick sucked by a man.
Just watch them.
I need you to send me the video. You playing. Let me know if you could use these. If not, I will do. Girl, if you don't stop playing with me, why would you send me 15 of these? Amanda, this is too long.
Oh, Isaiah Rashad.
Girl.
I'm glad I didn't say that.
I said 30 seconds. Teresa wrote back. Tomorrow is jam-packed, but she's got Thursday and Friday, 2 to 8 p.m. Shanti.
Say that again.
Teresa wrote back. She said tomorrow is jam-packed, but she has Thursday and Friday, 2 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Thursday? Then Thursday.
Thursday at 6. Can you do 6:30?
Yeah. Damn, they took it down. It was on Twitter.
What?
Isaiah.
Because that poor man was outed, and you shouldn't have been watching it.
You just asked me to share it with you.
I know, but now I'm shaming you because I thought about it. That's sexual slavery or harassment or whatever, some buzzword. All right, I gotta go because I gotta start this video, and I can't start it while we still here or whatever. Like, let's talk Thursday quickly with Teresa, and then quickly about the young lady who was just fabulous. Okay.
Yeah.
What time are we talking on Thursday?
6:30.
All right, I love you.
Is that what you said?
Yes, so write it down because I know you're not listening. You didn't tune me out already.
I'm trying to find this video, girl. I'm trying to get inspiration. Trying to get some.
Just go on a thing and watch a man
self-esteem.
sucking dick. Just be like, man giving bomb head or bomb blowjob.
You got to see it from a masculine nigga. This shit hit differently. Like a real masculine.
I love you.
I just really do have a crush on Gerard. And
is his name Gerard? Because I called him Jared, I think.
I don't know what his name is. You said Gerard.
I said Gerard. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a crush on you.
I know. It makes me sad. All right, I gotta go. Let me try and find this video. Oh gosh, here it is.
Send it to me.
Boy.
Actually, I don't.
Oh damn, my phone's been compromised.
I gotta go.
Are we watching porn?
Bye. I can't stand you. Goodbye. By the way.